What is up, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Galaxy A31. This one was sent out by Wireless Place, and this phone right now is 220 bucks, and that's pretty interesting because it's very close to the Galaxy A21s, which I will be comparing because the prices are really close for some reason, even though I think this is the better phone. But as you can see in the box, you get all of your usual stuff. Of course, you get a little clear plastic case. You also get, of course, headphones, USB type C, and your charger brick, all the classic stuff that you would expect. Now the Galaxy A31 is a plastic phone, but definitely has a nice weight to it thanks to the 5000 milliamp battery in here, which we will talk about later. But it feels really good in the hand going around the phone. You can see classic setup. We have the power button, volume rockers. We also have USB type C, single firing speaker, and a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, of course. And on the back, we have one of my favorite camera module setups. I just really like this design. It's pretty much the same design on like the Galaxy A20, right? The back of this phone is really pretty. As you can see, you get the psychedelic color shifting, which is really nice. So I really enjoy it. Just looks really good. The A51 and the A21 actually have the same design as well. So when you flip it over to the front, you're going to be greeted by the 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display. It is 1080p 411 for the PPI, and it's a very nice display. As you can see, we have the water drop notch as well. Got a little bit of bezel down below, but it's not a huge deal to me. It still looks pretty good. So this Super AMOLED display is just really beautiful, very colorful, and that's why I was really kind of like shocked that this phone was like 220 in the A21s is 220, but that has a TFT display, and it's a big difference. So I can't wait to do that comparison for you guys. But yeah, so the display is beautiful. It gets very bright, and it's definitely what you would expect from a Samsung device. So you are running Android 10 right out of the box with One UI 2.0, and this is not the stripped back version of One UI 2.0 we saw on the A21s. It's the full version, so that means you have your secure folders, you have Samsung's what they used to call Bixby News, you also have the Samsung Edge on here as well, and everything from the most part is pretty smooth. So I did not have really any lag problems with this phone. It was relatively smooth, bouncing in and out of applications and stuff like that. So the chip in here is the Helio P65 processor and the Mali G52 GPU. So basically you can think of this as like a low to mid tier chip. When you're playing games like Call of Duty Mobile, you're not going to be playing on high. So I can name a couple phones that will be this phone definitely when it comes to a gaming experience. So if you are a gamer, you might want to check out some other phones, maybe like the Note 8 Pro. But as you can see, you can play on medium settings, high frame rates, and it definitely looks fine. I really love the Super AMOLED display on here. Again, that is definitely one of the highlights. Just colors and everything are really beautiful. Just the quality of the panel is really nice. You do have micro SD support and 64 gigs of internal storage, along with 4 gigs of RAM. So again, it's a pretty good device. Again, can you find a device at this price with better specs? Yes, but you are getting that Super AMOLED display, which a lot of phones at this price point do not have. And for the casual gamer, this phone is going to be excellent because again, you have a huge 5000 milliamp battery. This phone is not going to be really dying really quick. It's going to be lasting a long time. So that is one of the trade-offs. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the other features. You do have NFC, and now it is market dependent, of course, and you also have the fingerprint scanner under the display. Now it's pretty fast. It has not failed me yet. Now it's not the fastest one like a 6T that we had. It's not as fast as like that one, but it gets the job done. As you can see, it's accurate 100% of the time if you do it right. The face unlock is also very fast as well. Now the camera on the A31 is actually pretty good. You have a quad camera setup. It's a 48 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. It only shoots in 1080p, so no 4K, and you also have a 20 megapixel selfie camera that shoots in 1080p. The quality of these photos are really good. I really like the color. You get some nice punchy colors. Also dynamic range is pretty good, and also detailed to photos are pretty good, as you can see. So I was overall really satisfied with the cameras on here. I really like to take pictures with the macro camera. I think it's really fun. You're not going to be using the macro camera a lot, but for really close-up shots, if you're just into, like, you know, just kind of nerdy stuff, taking pictures of stuff that's really close up, or maybe you have some text or something, you want to read it, and so you just take a picture of it like that. But yeah, it's just pretty fun to have all those cameras, especially the 5 megapixel versus a 2 megapixel macro camera. The 2 megapixels aren't that great, so when they do 5, it does make the photos, you know, usable. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about battery life. So you have a 5000 milliamp battery with 15-watt fast charging. The rated screen on time for this is around 9 hours and 30 minutes of screen on time, which is very impressive. So like I said, you know, even though it's not the most powerful phone, if you're doing gaming and stuff like that, or just watching a lot of videos, bouncing in and out of Instagram, or you're somebody that just doesn't not like to charge your phone, then this is going to be an excellent option for you. So 9 hours and 30 minutes is definitely more than enough battery life to get you through, to me, multiple days, depending on what kind of user you are. So this is an overall super solid budget phone for the price. It really has some highlight features with that great camera setup. You have great battery life, also super AMOLED display. You cannot go wrong with it. All right, so thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next